What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the 6 Round Podcast, episode 40. Let's go. And we're back with another UFC fight night, but not no ordinary fight night. This one, Noche UFC, headlined championship bout, Grasso versus Shevchenko 2. I'm excited for this one. This is a very good main event.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Like fucking last fight was cold. Okay. I'm trying to remember
Uh-huh.
how I had it because I'm pretty sure
I
I
know
had it
exactly how.
going. No, I know. I'm pretty sure I had it 3-1. Grosso winning first, then Valentina kind of winning all the rest of them. But like there were a round or two in there that were very close.
Uh, Well, because yeah, like Grasso won round one, and I'm pretty sure like Valentina was winning. Like she won 2 and 3 like easily from what I
Yes.
remember with like taking her down and just like staying
Yep.
outside. And then it was round four where she was like winning, throws the spinning back kick, and then that's where
Yeah.
Grasso was able. So like
Basically, yeah.
yeah, so she would have been
It
up
was
2-1
like,
going into it, but the same
but
thing.
well, I meant like throughout the once the fight ended, it was basically like 3-1, but like just the sub happens and she didn't win that round, but like she was on her way to winning that round.
No,
That's why I was
yeah,
saying.
for sure, 100%. But yeah, so we're back with the rematch. Obviously, with Valentina defending that belt 7 times consecutively, the most deserving champion of getting an instant rematch. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Like we just said, winning the fight up until the submission loss, like after just a big mistake. You know what I mean? Like there was no doubt in anyone's mind that that was exactly the thing that was happening. That even Alexa
yeah.
probably knew going in. Like I got to beat her twice if I want to be the champ. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
But to be fair, yeah, no, it makes sense. Like you said, like definitely like the most deserving champion right now who has lost their belt, who deserves an immediate rematch.
yeah.
Like the only one who I could think who would lose, who would deserve it right now, would be Volkanovski.
Yeah, because sitting as the longest reigning champion right now.
hmm
But yeah, so we're here. The rematch is finally here. And how are you guys feeling heading into this one? Do you think, like, because obviously Shevchenko's the favorite. I don't know how much of a favorite she is going into this one.
Not much,
Not
not
much.
like a big one. It's like slight.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's plus minus 160 plus 135. Like that
Okay,
is
yeah, that's tight.
that's tight. Like it's not as tight as some other fights on this card, but that's tight.
Yeah. So I don't know how. Do you guys think that Alexa has just kind of hit her new stride? She's ready, like to go, like just as the champion, like the new champion of the division. Do you think Valentina is just getting a little bit older and like that's why just like falling off a bit, or do you think that Valentina is just gonna be able to come back in here, better game plan, and just reclaim
That's
her throne?
it's kind of the thing. I'm like 55-45 because the thing is like the mistake that Shevchenko made wasn't even so much mistake. It's just something that she throws in all of her fights. So it was just something that was extremely well scouted by Grasso's team, saying like if this happens and you see the tell for it, move in, body, grab the body, take her down, take the back. Like it so like and it was a close fight. It was a close fight until that point until the fourth round anyway. Like I'm like I said, 55-45 probably to Grasso
How you
because she
feeling?
did get a finish.
Hard because
hmm
she's still just really good.
Yeah.
um, but I feel like I don't know if Alexa is able to work on like or has been able to work on her wrestling defense and just like working on her grappling and stuff. If she could try to keep this on the feet, like she could win. Or even just
Oh.
working on different sub attempts if she does get taken down, like just figuring
Mhm.
out her own game plan around the wrestling, like because Alexa might have even gone into this just a little I don't know, a little hesitant because like she's
Mhm.
facing Valentina. She doesn't know exactly what she's up against. So it's like, she just now that she knows she's been there already, now you know what I mean? She might be able to put her together her own game plan. And I don't know. I think Alexa can do it again. I hope she can at least.
She can. She 100% can.
I the thing that I am most worried about in this one
Mhm.
is Valentina does not give a fuck about exciting the crowd, being like a star in that way at all. She's looking to
No.
win the fight.
Yep.
I would not be surprised if we see Valentina just working behind a 1-2, a leg kick, and just circling on the outside. And if that's if that's basically all she, you know what I mean? Like, go back to the wrestling as well, because obviously that was working. But like, I wouldn't be surprised if she just went to like a very calculated, boring game plan, and it was just an uneventful fight, and it just goes like 25 minutes. Like
I could easily see that. Like, I'm not going to disagree with you on that. That is very easy to see happening, just because it is.
She's such a
Shevchenko,
smart
she's
fighter.
in there to win. Like,
She's
like,
the go to
thing,
that
like,
division. You know what I mean? Like, that's
well, yeah, like that's obvious. And she's like, if you ask most people, I feel like she'd be top 3 in the GOAT conversation just all time for the women's weight classes in general.
yeah, for 100%.
So it's just like, and that's the thing. She's in there to win. That's why she's one of the greatest of all time. Like, she's just in there to win. Like, it's not about getting, it's not about being the fan favorite for her. It's about just winning.
Yeah, like only pro loss is lost to Liz Carmouche in 2010, which was she just like saying it was a bullshit one, just got like cut. Doctor stopped it like real quick. 2 losses to Amanda Nunes by decision up at 135, one for the title, and then title loss to Alexa Grasso. Like 12-3 in the UFC. Just in a Valentina is just so decorated, such an amazing fighter. But even with all of that, and me saying that she could easily just have like a boring point fight to a decision, I feel like Alexa as the champ, she's the last Mexican champ remaining this year. We had 3 of them at one point. They all dropped off so quickly. She's got to be the one to hold it down, and I feel like she will. I feel like she's going to be able to get another submission win over her, possibly even quicker, maybe even ground and pound too.
I really hope so.
But yeah, I'm feeling good about Alexa Grasso coming into this one. 5 years younger, 30 years old.
Going so many different ways.
I'm just hoping that if Valentina try to keep it like that Alexa's able to work past it and not let her make a fight like that. You know?
Yeah, it's just hard because she'll just commit so much to just like a boxer, you know what I mean? So like she's gonna have that high guard, just also try and work behind like a 1-2, you know what I mean? Work behind the jab, so it's like she got this though. Let's fucking go. I'm confident. And obviously, no matter who wins, we've seen the fights that were going on. I don't really remember how much we talked if we said it on the podcast that who we thought should be the next one 100% for the title. I don't remember if we really talked about that. Yeah.
I don't think we said who, but I could be wrong.
Because I know we obviously talking about Manon and Aaron after their wins. But probably gonna be Manon if I had to guess.
I think it should be Manon.
It should more than likely be Manon.
She's a bit older, so just has less time there. From France, so just trying to build that market. It definitely makes sense. The UFC gonna want to push her, try and get her in that title spot. So if Alexa Grasso is able to get it done, she's going up against another hell of a striker right after this. So I mean 125 in the females division is quickly just becoming the best one, and so for her to really make a run at and keep that title, she's got a lot of work ahead of her and a lot of tough fights.
Hell yeah.
I'm so excited for it though. Yeah. They're all going to be so good. But moving on from the main event to the co-main, I love this fight and I hate it so much. It's so beautifully terrible. Because motherfucking Big Mouth, Kevin Holland is back. Always down to fight any motherfucker in any division around him. And he's taken on undefeated in the UFC. Jack Della Maddalena, Mr. Bob Dabalena.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna guess that this is gonna be about a 100% boxing fight in fucking 4-ounce MMA gloves. I don't know what you guys think. I just feel like these guys are gonna just be swinging their hands like that because I don't think this fight's gonna go that long.
Probably
I
not.
won't know. Like I can agree with that. I think it's the box match that's throwing me off. Holland is definitely going to be using kicks.
And Holland's getting his third Darce. What you mean?
No, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Like I think that at some point either Holland's gonna get either hurt or something, or Jack will get hurt. One of them is gonna shoot, and if it's Kevin who shoots and Della Maddalena goes to the ground and makes the same mistakes as he did his last fight, arm triangle, Darce, fucking Anaconda, like you fucking name it, he's gonna get subbed.
I don't know, yeah, but I understand what you mean by you love it and you hate it because it's such a good fight, and it sucks because like I really want to see Jack Della Maddalena do good, but it's so hard to root against Kevin Holland. You know what I mean? Not because he's definitely gonna win, but because it's Kevin Holland and he's great. You know, like I want my boy to do good.
It's so hard. I don't know because like I love Kevin Holland, but man, I fucking love Jackie Legs. Like I have to go with fucking JDM in this one. I gotta root for my boy. I will follow the Aussie banger to the end. Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi.
But Kevin Holland's a banger, and he's actually fun.
Yeah, he's a fucking goddamn superhero when he's just chilling. It's fucking incredible. But yeah, he like at welterweight, 6'3" with an 81-inch reach. Like that is just wild. Jack 5'11" with a 73-inch reach. This dude is 4 inches shorter with an 8-inch reach disadvantage.
Yep.
I did not realize it was that big of a difference.
I knew it was gonna be big
today.
But
the thing is, I knew Kevin was tall and long.
Yeah, he's long as shit.
And it's not that Jack is short or anything, but I guess I just thought that he was a bit taller, a bit longer. And maybe it's just because of like, I don't know, being at 170 and just, you know,
I mean, how many monsters at 170 have we seen be like 6'3" with an 80-inch reach? Like, it just kind of has almost become more of a norm than anything. Like, wait, they're a welterweight who's like 5'11", like a normal-sized welterweight?
No, yeah, that's why, like, yeah, like Jack's like a very just like good-sized like welterweight. Yeah, like 5'11", you know, like
he'd be a small middleweight, and he would be
he'd be a tiny middleweight.
He'd be too big at 155.
Yeah, that dude would be
like giant. He is like a legitimate like just welterweight.
Yeah, through and through. And yeah, where Kevin was, you know, fighting at 185, and he's just like, yeah, let me just do the weight cut thing like other fighters, and I could just easily be a welterweight.
Well, he knew he could be a welterweight. He fought welterweight and middleweight throughout his regional days. Like, the only reason he fought middleweight when he was in the UFC is he got called up to fight Thiago Santos, and he just decided, fuck it, I'm not gonna cut weight right now. Like, I'll just keep fighting middleweight.
Yeah, but Kevin is just so fucking wild. Like Jack is definitely crisper with his boxing. Yep. But I'm just like, I don't fucking know if that's gonna matter. Like, would just his fucking, because I know, like, you know, with how you said that I did, all I did was hear it, and was you just jump up on the side. Yeah, she loves to do that. Kevin Holland will definitely be using, like, you know, kicks to like work his way in, you know, when he's on the outside, but like I do feel like he's just gonna engage in that, like, in a fucking boxing match in the pocket, just kind of swinging with him, you know what I mean? Like, but I'm just like, man, just him throwing like just a little fucking sidekick coming in and just like smacking him like fucking across the head and throwing like a left hand down the center. I'm like, I don't know.
that's the other thing. Like Kevin Holland is really good, like at switching stances as well, and just
Yeah.
stepping into awkward angles and things like that.
And you just got stupid power from any position too, like that. You know what I mean? Like,
look, when you can knock out Jacare Souza from your fucking back with a hook, like, fuck off.
Yeah, I would say that this would be fight of the night, which honestly, it could end in the first round and still end up being fight of the night in all reality.
It could.
Yeah, but it'll probably be a performance bonus.
It'll probably be a performance bonus. Like,
if it goes into the second, it's gonna be both for the winner.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know. At the end of it, it'll be a great fight. But who you guys like? Who do you think's coming out on top? Do you think is gonna be the number 14 ranked Jack Della Maddalena, or the number 13 ranked Kevin Holland? Big mouth.
It's hard, man. I'm gonna go Kevin.
What you thinking?
I've been leading Kevin for a little bit now.
You motherfuckers.
I just for some reason, like, and maybe it's just the recency bias of like
It is.
Della Maddalena's last fight, and not so much like because obviously his boxing is straight still looked good in that fight. It's just like that groundwork just really just I don't know.
Getting Darce choked.
Nah.
I could see it.
I can't.
Number 3.
Nope. Not.
It's gonna be his first ninja choke.
I think he's gonna finish Kevin Holland with body shots.
Sad.
I could see it.
Left hook right to the liver. Bing bang boop. He's gonna fold him up. Honestly, now that I'm saying that, I can't see that happening. God damn it. Is fucking Baba Dabalena gonna lose this one?
He honestly might.
He goes for a left hook to the body, just gets a flying knee from Holland.
Just a standing knee. Just lift it up.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, an uppercut.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be fun though. And like I said, either way, it's gonna be a great fight. Fight of the night if it goes long. But moving on to really the last meaningful fight on this card, I would say.
And realistically, it's not even meaningful.
It's meaningful to my heart.
I was just gonna say it's just to people because it's Raul. We got Raul Rosas Jr. back
versus Terrence Mitchell. Terrence was on the tough season when they brought in all the flyweights from different promotions, all their champions. 30-second knockout loss to Kai Car France in his first fight. Lost his debut, as you were saying earlier, about 2 months ago. First round finished Cameron Simon. I just hope that Raul can just take him down, beat him up, and get this done.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just... He's strong. What the hell? Oh, she's in the...
I know. I saw her over there. I'm like, okay.
Nobby.
Damn cat.
But, yeah, he's strong as hell. He's got a very good first round in him. I just hope that that solid 5 is enough, or at least just being super young, still only 18 years old. Like, hopefully he's like just able to learn a lot
as much as he can.
Yeah, he'll be 19 soon, so he's starting to get there.
Getting older, getting wiser.
He's almost at that big 2-0.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's so fucking crazy.
Yeah, only like 13 months,
But yeah, he's good, man. Like, but that's we've been talking about it. Like, obviously he's good. Obviously he can beat some guys, but it's like he's just so fucking young, and it would just be better if he could get experience outside the UFC, because it's like Boy, okay, he wins this. He beats some other guy that's like not that great. Some other guy that's like a little bit better, and now he's like fighting a fucking better guy than C-Rod. You know what I mean? And he'll only be fucking 19 years old. You know, like
no, like that's kind of the thing. It's like, or like, yeah, he's like, wins like, let's just say like what you're saying, like 3 fights in a row, right? All of a sudden, he's potentially fighting number 15 in the rankings. Like UFC would do it. Don't. They would do it. They would. If he had won his last fight, they would have been trying to get that.
It depends on like this, like the 3-fight win streak that he gets. If you know what I mean, like if it was like good enough step ups in competition where like they thought that he could do it, like I feel like Dana's very aware of not trying to push him like that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because he knows he is so young.
I feel like he basically I'm hoping like he's learned his lesson. Like I'm just like pessimistic about the UFC just because of like Paige Van Zandt and Sage Northcutt.
Pessimistic about the UFC? Whatever reason could it ever possibly give you to fucking like doubt them that they would do something not that great or something? What the fuck? What?
Well, I was about to say for this particular instance, Paige Van Zandt and Sage Northcutt.
They've never done anything wrong ever.
Yeah, they've always made the best possible decisions for every single one of their fighters under their contract.
Yep.
And that's exactly what they are doing for our boy now, Raul Rosas Jr.
I mean, to be fair, he's probably making more than he ever would have on the regional scene.
Yeah, but
at what cost?
That's why this shit just sucks and it's so hard because it's like first like Raul like literally just talking about like when he got when he got the fucking bonus or whatever I think it was.
And he got his mom the minivan.
Yeah, and like just talking about it's like bro like I don't know like I understand like just fucking wanting to and like that's probably just such like a fucking great feeling and you know what I mean, so it's like obviously he's gonna try and like get to the top like as soon as possible because he also believes in himself, but like 135 is just not the division, man. Like he
was saying he wanted to be the first triple champ. So 3 of the hardest fucking divisions to do it in at 135, 145, and 155.
Maybe he meant 25, 35, and 45.
Gee, there ain't no way.
No way.
If he can't make,
if he's not making
now, I know you're just like, oh my god, that dude would fucking look like TJ making 125.
Who the fuck knows who's 145 champ? Like, by the time he would even get up there.
Fucking Max Holloway.
I was about to say Max. Fucking
33-year-old Max Holloway.
Ilya Taporia.
But yeah, I mean, this is obviously a matchup where UFC is trying to tee him up to look good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's just hope
but
he can
it's
get
also
it done.
It's also not an easy fight for him. I mean,
no, Terrence is good experience. Like,
yeah, like more like double the amount of fights he has a lot of submission wins.
15 years fucking older than him at fucking 33 years old.
Yeah, but like that's the thing. 33 is not old.
Yeah, I know.
Like, even at 135, like it's not even that old. So that's kind of the thing where it's just like,
that's
damn.
how young Raul is.
yeah, exactly.
No, exactly. That's the thing.
It's fucking...
When you just start bringing up age, it's like, yeah, he's 15 years old. It's like, dude's still in his like athletic prime.
Yeah. Let's just hope our boy can get it done. I'm hopeful of it. Let's go. He's gonna get the first submission win over Terrence Mitchell in his career. So let's fucking do it.
It's in Raul's career.
Terrence Mitchell. His first submission win over Terrence.
Yeah,
my bad.
Terrence is gonna take his first submission loss.
Yeah,
to Raul,
there you go.
Is what he was trying to say.
Okay.
Yes, sir. There you go, Ginger. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Moving on. I don't even want to move on to the rest of the main card because it's like, I mean, Christos Giagos is back against fucking Daniel Zellhuber. Christos, damn, he's still only 33 years old.
Yeah, I just saw that. I was like, wow.
Pretty insane. I mean, he got cut from the UFC for a little bit, but the first fight that he had, 2014, against Gilbert Burns, damn, what a debut. Armbar loss in the first round.
I was about to say, lightweight Gilbert Burns.
Yeah.
This fight will decide if he's a winning or losing fighter at a 6-6 in the UFC.
Bro, that's rough. Leaving the UFC First fight back on the regionals, West Coast FC, Josh Emmett. Third round lost by punches.
Yeah, I know. Like, I'm
Fuck.
just looking, like, yeah, once he got to UFC, his losses, like, Gilbert Burns, Chris Wade, Josh Emmett, fucking fought some guy in ACB named fucking Shamil that's undefeated, so he's probably
Josh
good.
Emmett wasn't even in UFC.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
just, like, his losses.
No, I know.
One, but then gets into UFC again, Oliveira, Jakar Close, Saryukin, Thiago Moises, you know what I mean? Like,
the only one kind of out of place there, really, is probably Jakar, just because Jakar hasn't had a lot of fights in the UFC.
yeah, but he's solid.
But he's
you
good.
know what I mean?
Like,
yeah.
Remember, he's the one back in the Patty Pimblett video that I said should be fighting Patty.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it just makes sense.
But yeah, so I mean, it's gonna be a tough one for honestly, I feel like it's gonna be a tough one for both of them because
Daniel's over only 24 years old.
Yeah.
13-1. Christos 20-10. But yeah, just like the experience difference.
Exactly.
Daniel being 1-1 in the UFC, lost a decision, won a decision.
I was about to say one against Lando Venata. That's not an easy task.
Yeah,
for someone who's only who's 0-1 in the UFC.
Especially going 15 minutes with him because you always know Lando's there like a fucking dog, just always going after it. Like
yeah, exactly.
Like he don't got the cleanest record because of it, but he can give the best of some rough fights. You know what I mean?
No. How close was his fight with Tony Ferguson that first round?
Mm-hmm. Dropped him, hurt him all over the place. Like he's dangerous for sure. Motherfucking groovy, but
man went to a draw with Matt Frivola.
Steamroller. I feel like Zellhuber should probably get this done.
Yeah, probably.
Hopefully in spectacular fashion.
Maybe
That'd be cool. Nicknamed the Golden Boy. He's
6'1" with a 77-inch reach.
Yeah, like that's just fucking
lightweight.
stupid.
That's fucking stupid.
Like, bro, these guys, like, what the fuck are you? Just
What was his reach?
77.
77. Okay.
Yeah, ridiculous. Like, I mean, I feel like the right thing that has to happen. All these guys that are built like this just got to make it into the top 15, and we just got to end up doing like a 155 tournament of just freakishly built people. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the right thing to do.
All right.
It's not the right thing to do because Sean Woodson fights at 45.
Oh my god!
I know, but it's funny because I'm just like, Woodson can move on. I literally thought of him. But yeah, like
dude
it's crazy. 55 and
Woodson,
70.
Yeah, Woodson. I'm just sitting here like, bro, do you not like do squats like at all?
Mm-mm.
Like no leg day whatsoever?
Nah, he needs to be as
I
thin
am-
as possible.
I'm surprised he can eat leg kicks.
But I mean, saying that, if like with the co-main, if like that one goes long, that could get fight of the night. This is definitely has the potential for fight of the night.
I didn't see this fight getting fight of the night. Yeah,
for sure. Opening fight on the main card, you got fucking Canadian, the monster Kyle Nelson back. 32. I feel like he was older, but 2-4-1 in the UFC. Not that great. I mean, his losses aren't that like terrible either. In all fairness, Jai Herbert, Billy Q, Matt Sales, and Diego Ferreira. So is what it is. It happens. 145. It's a hard division. You know what I mean? One of the best.
That's right. His one draw should have been a loss to Du Hoi Choi, but fucking the ref deducted a point.
Yeah, I was gonna say that Fernando should probably get it done. Got a win over Julian Rosa in his debut. Then if you just scroll down a little bit, a loss to Spike Carlisle. Taking a loss to that man, I will just always doubt you forever. That's just
yeah, that was 2019.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but dude was 22 years old. It's like, I don't know. Fight going into that 5-1.
The alpha ginger.
Yeah, that's crazy, but like
does that make you the beta ginger?
Oh my god. This
I'm sorry, Ginger, but that was good.
He's like, no. No. But yeah, I don't know. Kyle Nelson, he's just one of them guys where like I just always see his name and I'm just like, I know that guy, but it's like I never care to really watch him fight. You know what I mean?
I was about to say again, like what, like you said, what 2-4-1 in the UFC?
Yeah.
So should be 2-5. So it's just like, honestly, like just trying to think of how he fights. It's just like, for me, I'm even like just drawing blank. Like, does he pressure? Does he just kind of sit back? Like, what the fuck does he?
I'm pretty sure he'd be
loses.
like,
yeah, that's what he does. He loses, but
I'm pretty sure he'd be like going forward, kind of swinging big punches.
yeah, it sounds right. It just like off the top of my head, I cannot think of that.
But yeah, I mean, hopefully it's a fun fight though. I mean, you know, cards all built around like the Mexican fighters, Fernando, Mexican fighter. So I don't know. I'm kind of just expecting overall like all the Mexican fighters to like really try and show out and put on a good performance for the night. You know what I mean? We'll just see how that goes. Going into the prelims though. Main event of the prelims, a fight that I am much more excited for than some of those main card fights.
Yep.
Motherfucking Lupi Godinez. Yeah. Goddamn, I fucking love her. She is so much fun. 5-3 in the UFC. It's been a little bit rough. Came in 5-0, but
she also only came in 2 years ago and has 8 fights. So like, you know, with that, you're bound to get some losses when you have such quick turnarounds.
Debut split decision loss to Jessica Pena, lost to Luana Carolina, and lost to Angie Hill. Like,
none of these are like the worst losses either. Like, Angela Hill literally has like 25 fucking fights, and like I'm pretty sure like 19 of them or more are in the UFC.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't she?
No, more. Yeah, she has 23 fights in the UFC.
Yeah,
10 and 13.
Exactly, 23 fights in the UFC.
Yeah, because didn't she like start out basically in the UFC? Because she was like, I have fights, and then they were like,
lied.
sure, yeah, and then she came in, and then they were like, no, go get some experience. Had 4 wins in Invicta.
Yep.
And then they were like, all right, come back.
Yeah. That's such an Angie thing to do. Just lie about how many fights she had just so she could get more fights.
No, yeah. She wins her debut, goes on to Tough.
So
wins her debut, like professional debut, wins in Tough. No, goes to Tough, loses to Esparza, wins on the finale, then loses to Tisha Torres, Rose Namajunas, loses 4 fights in a row, wins 4 fights in a row in Invicta, comes back, loses to Andrade, which no shame in that.
Yeah, and it's also like in reality too. It's like that was 9 years ago when she made her debut. She's 29 years old, like when she made her pro debut. Like,
and it's like realistically, like thinking about that and thinking about the people that she like fought, Carla, Tisha, Rose, people that have already been fighting, even if it was just a few fights. It's like, and then here she is, like, just starting out. Yo, UFC, sign me.
Basically.
I don't know, because I don't know, like, it's super off topic, but I don't know if you guys, like, heard her, like, talk about it, but because, like, you know, it shows on Topology that she had, like, the one Muay Thai fight, and because, she was just training, like, she did a Muay Thai fight and won, and then, like, I'm pretty sure it was just, like, a friend or something. She was just like, oh, you should, like, do an MMA fight, and she was like, okay, and then she won the fight, and then, you know, heard about Tough, and was like, yeah, I'll do that, and just ended up with the fucking career that she's had now, you know, like, just legendary. But yeah, Lupi trying to fucking emulate that, as you said, with 8 fights in fucking 2 years, like, it's just like, it's hard because it's obviously not maximizing your chances of like winning and moving towards like a title and stuff like that, but you're gonna be a fan favorite. You're gonna get a lot of good experience in, and you're gonna make a good amount of fucking money with fighting that many times. You know what I mean? And she's probably on her fucking 3rd UFC contract.
And that's what I was just gonna say. It's like running through those contracts like that is like you can now keep off, like, you know, arguing for more money. It's like,
like it's the Hill Cerrone Holland style of mold.
Yep.
So often, so you could get off those. Like Holland even says, like, look, if you fight more, you get off the contract faster.
Yep. That's it. And then she's fighting Elise Reed, 3-3 in the UFC. Not a great fighter, but very solid for sure. Got wins over Jinyu Fry, Corey McKenna, lost to Loman Lookboonme, Sam Hughes, Sarge Eubanks, but not I was gonna say not terrible, but they are all. Yeah, Sarge is definitely the worst one. Yeah. And they are all finished losses as well, so it's like that is very rough. Luke grinds out a decision, probably. I'm gonna think.
Yeah.
Looks good. Has some fun in there. Hopefully, maybe she could make it a fun enough fight to maybe get her, or like do good enough, get herself a bonus or something. But
that'd be cool.
No, yeah.
Hell yeah. I feel like that is like the best prelim fight. I don't know if like other than that, what other ones you guys kind of want to go into at all? You kind of want to mention, talk about?
You're telling me that you're not excited for Josephine Knutson and Marnik Mann? Josephine, who was denied a contract on Dana White Contender Series like 2 weeks ago, and Marnik Mann, who got knocked out by Bruna Brazil in some season, I think probably last season, or I don't know. Yeah, last year. And then she had one fight in LFA, and now she's here filling in for Yasmin because Yasmin pulled out. Yasmin Lucindo?
I definitely want to see someone with the last name Knutson lose. I'll tell you that. It's funny.
She's 6-0.
Yeah.
She has to stay undefeated.
Nah.
Okay. Who do you rather see lose? The person whose actual name is Knutson, or the person whose nickname is the Sawed Off Savage?
That is her name, the Sawed Off Savage. Marnik Mann.
Yep.
Like you're voting for Marnik? Marnik?
I absolutely cannot do that anymore.
She's 5'2".
Oh my god.
Not 5'2", 5 foot. Also.
Yeah. With a 64-inch reach. Holy shit, she is tiny.
And then there's 5'3" and a 60-inch reach.
Oh my god. Is that the fucking shortest reach in fucking UFC history, probably?
Probably.
60 inches?
I was gonna say, yo, how is Marnik 5 inches shorter than me and she got longer arms than I do? That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's not going to be a good fight. I'm not. I mean, it could be, but I'm
it
not.
Could be a good fight, but
I got nothing for it. Nothing.
Same.
Knutson didn't deserve that contract, and she shouldn't be here today.
Yeah, it's just really funny that, like, she was supposed to, she was filling in to fight Yasmin, and Yasmin pulled out, and they really just found her another opponent instead of just, like, pulling the fight.
Yep.
I mean, I guess they didn't want to have a 10-fight card, but I don't know. It's just funny.
No, that's fair.
Well, I mean, shit, because and that was the same thing with Roman Kapilov, because Roman was filled in to fight Fluffy, and then Fluffy ended up pulling out, and then Josh Frim pulled in, and so that ended up being a whole new fight.
It is a whole new fight, but I just think that getting, like, Roman in there, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, at least it's a name. People know, people like him. These are just, two people making their debut who, like, you know what I mean? And he's on a 3-fight winning streak. It's just, just trying to keep, like, the little bit of names that they have.
With Roman Kapilov, like, with the last fight he just had knocking out Claudio in the second round with a head kick, like,
that was
you kind of want him on your card.
Yeah, that was a real good one. I kind of forgot about that.
Yeah.
No, yeah, exactly.
Him versus Josh Frim, that should be a fun fight, though.
Because then it was I mean, he's finished everyone in his 3-fight streak he's in. Punahali, Alessio.
I was about to say, he's on a 3-fight win streak.
That's what Kate just said.
No, I know, I'm just...
Nah, but that should be going.
Katie, can you punch Jimmy for me?
No, he was defending me.
Man.
Oh yeah, let me just fly over across the fucking country.
Yeah.
Couple states, here and there, few. But yeah. So other than that, I mean, Tracy Cortez, Jasmine Jasovicius on that card. On this card, Tracy's ranked, I believe, right? Yeah, number 14.
Yeah.
So, Jasmine probably gonna win, enter top 15.
Probably.
It's like, who gets the decision?
Let's go. But Tracy's gonna win and then call out Aaron Blanchfield, right?
It's gonna be 29-29. Draw. There's gonna be a point deduction.
For what?
Strikes the back of the head.
Anyway, moving on.
Dominic Reyes' brother's on this card, right? Oh,
Now,
Suki just closed the drawer. All cool. All right. What? What are you doing?
That's how she gets behind the computer. Yo,
Bro,
these cats are on something today. This is crazy.
Yo,
But that was actually pretty cool how she got up here. That was slick. I wish it was on camera.
I really do wish that all that was on camera because it was funny. Yeah. Other than that, I don't got shit for this card though. That's about it. They tried to commit all good to like a Mexican Independence Day card. I'm just gonna hope that it plays out to be fun and good. You know what I mean? Because it's like, yeah, I just feel like they could have done. I mean, they tried to make it better. In all fairness, they had a shit ton of fights on this card that got canceled. So it's
yeah,
like,
that's true.
I can't like. Loopy versus Sam Hughes was the original fight. Chris Curtis, Anthony Hernandez was the fight that we were supposed to have instead of Roman versus Josh Fremd.
Jopka and Kelvin.
Yeah, that would have been a great fight. Like D-Rod, Santiago Ponzinibbio would have been a banger. Like, yeah, we missed out on a lot on this one for sure.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't realize that fight got canceled because D-Rod tested positive for something.
For Osterine, yeah.
Good old Osterine. Everyone's been popping for that in the past couple of years.
I was about to say, there's like, with the amount of people who have popped for it, I'm just looking at like, I feel like this is tainted supplement bullshit. Because so many people are popping for it, and it's not even like the people who are at the top are popping for it. So it's like, this just has to be like not getting good supplements, like, or something.
Who knows? Maybe they just fucking Bobby Green and just buying shit off the Walmart stocks, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But hell yeah. Noche UFC, though. Gonna be a good one. I'm always happy when they put a title fight on a fight night. It's good. You gotta do that more. It's good for the fans. Good for the fighters, too.
Yes.
Moving on, though. We had some Dana White's Contender Series again this week. Let's go! Hooray! Week 5 in the books. Halfway through the season. Season 7. Another 5 fights. And you guessed it, another 5 contracts. Let's fucking go. You get a contract. You get a contract. If you get a fucking decent win or a finish, you're getting a contract.
I mean, I didn't see the first fight, so I can't say anything about that, but I'm really not mad about the other 4 contracts.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't really remember the main event too much, honestly.
The main event was James Yontop just absolutely beating the shit out of Malik Lewis for 3 rounds, basically. Malik was just tough and just not getting knocked out, but like he got on 2 judges' scorecards, he got 10-8s. He just was easily beating this man up over 3 rounds. Like,
Junior, you said you missed this one completely?
Yeah, unfortunately. Also, this dude on the last season, it looks like, Dan White Contender Series, lost to Trevor Peak.
Who? James?
No, Malik.
Oh,
okay.
Nice.
So
let's go.
Like, I love Trevor Peak, but he literally is like the modern day Tank Abbott and just throws. Like,
yeah, he ain't good.
If you're losing to him on the Contender Series before he had any UFC fights, like,
yeah. Fucking Denise in the co-main. I'm not very excited or expect much from him at heavyweight, to be honest.
I mean, do we expect a lot from a lot of heavyweights who are just coming in?
I expect them to lose to Parker Porter.
That's
like,
crazy.
The only, like,
I don't think he would.
I think the last time we were like, what, like, in terms of prospects, like, the last couple we've been excited for are our Aspinall,
What about Waldo Cortez Acosta
and
Muhammad Usman?
Oh, definitely not.
Zach Pauga?
Zach Pauga's not even fighting at heavyweight anymore. He only did it for tough.
The Tafa Bros?
look, I like them, but I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh yeah, they're like prospects who I think could be champion one day. Like at this current moment,
What? What? The Tafa Bros? They could be the champ at the same time.
No, any fucking way.
I was about to say,
He's
get us
now
off this
6-0 in MMA. 6 first-round finishes. Gets a contract.
He should just fight the other garbage heavyweight. They got the contract a couple weeks ago and just call it a fucking opening.
He was definitely
Like-
better than him.
They're not great.
No. He was just eating shots until he landed his jab that hurt him, and then was able to finish it. Like,
Yeah,
it was some
Eduardo just
heavyweight
try to
shit.
be too fancy.
the-
It's always so sad when you watch someone try to do some fancy shit and they're not good enough, and then they just get touched up for it, and it's like, damn. Like, it was a good attempt, but
yeah, because he would have been a fun heavyweight, but I'm pretty sure he's
Yeah.
still mad young. Isn't he like 22?
I'm pretty sure he was young.
23.
23, yeah. 7-2 now. You know what I mean? Like, only two. Like he's got
Voices on
time.
the Contender Series.
Yeah, but like 23 years old, you got fucking like 15 years till you're in your prime at heavyweight. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
So when you say you'll put him up against the other Contender Series person, heavyweight who got a contract, are we talking Thomas Peterson or are we talking
Brazilian.
No, Thomas
Caio
Jefferson.
Machado,
Brazilian.
the Brazilian Caio?
Yeah.
To be fair,
No, put him up against
was
Thomas Jefferson.
bad.
Actually,
yeah,
fuck it.
I was about to say, Caio, like the reason that fight was so bad was Kevin Stelter did nothing. I forgot how to say his last name, but yeah, Kevin did fuck all in that fight.
It still sucked.
He was also not good. Like I would not have given him a contract either. But
Yeah, but I mean, Steven Nguyen though, he's definitely tough. He's down to scrap, and he looked pretty solid. So he could definitely be fun at 145.
Hell yeah.
As of right now, like I
Yeah.
mean, he didn't like, I don't know. I don't see him as like being some like, you know, future title contender, something like that. But
No, but he'll definitely have some good fights.
for sure. And then Julia though at 115.
She looked good.
Yeah, she did look actually pretty promising. She got touched up a bit that first round. She's definitely just a little bit too much of like, I just want to go after you, and wasn't like just blocking much. And she's just eating so many shots to the head, but just tough as shit, persistent, stayed after her.
Yeah, I didn't realize that she lost a decision to Jasmine 2 years ago on Contender Series.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this was her second time back around. But she's 25 years old, so that was 2 years ago, 23. Yeah, definitely looked really good.
Hell yeah. Got that second round sub, so yeah, I'm definitely excited for her. And then yeah, nothing of mention for the first one. Dana White went all crazy about it, but like it was just like very boring, and then they would have little moments of like throwing a lot of punches, and like a lot of them would miss, and they're just like, this is a crazy fight, and I'm just like, what are we watching?
Not really.
Yeah, I didn't see this one, so.
Like
I was about to say.
like all the commentators, Dana, were just like, oh, this is, and I'm just like fucking waiting for Kate to get back. I'm watching. I was like, what? Like, I am not watching the same thing that they are, because I am so unimpressed by what I'm watching right now. But I don't know, maybe it was just me being fucking pessimistic about it. Who knows? Fucking Contender Series, too many
I was
contracts.
about to say, to be fair, if I was looking at the fight too and I was watching, it's like someone who's 13-0 going against someone who's 6-0. I'm like, dude who's 13-0 should be looking. If the dude who's 13-0 isn't looking that impressive or that good, like in your mind, it's like I would also be like,
was telling
where did this record come from?
It was just funny because like dude would just be standing in front of him, like guard up, not really moving too much, and like I don't remember. Jean, like he would just start throwing like a combination in front of him, and like half of them would just miss of like him just throwing them, like not even of like fucking Casey just moving or like blocking, like he was just missing his, like I don't know, it just at 135 too. It's like, nah, come on, man, like these guys gotta be better.
Oh shit, 135. Oh,
Yeah, like
if that's what's going. He's gonna get eaten.
yeah, like I don't expect much from him at all. At 24 years old though, so you know, could
He has
get
time to
better over time.
improve, but But at
yeah.
the same time, 14-0, like, and you still have like a lot you can improve on. Like, that's not a good sign going into the UFC.
Nah, yeah. But that's Contender Series though. Week 5 in the books, or is it week 6? Shit, that's week 6.
I think it was week 6.
I definitely put week 5 on the
You did.
stream.
Nah, whatever.
Damn, we're already 6 weeks in. All right.
Yeah.
Well, more than halfway there. But yeah, so that's gonna wrap up Contender
man.
Series. Huh.
I was just looking at next week. Guess what weight class is in the main event?
Heavyweight. Yep. I remember watching that on the broadcast. Very excited for that.
Oh, are you?
I mean, 10-0 and 6-0.
Come on, now it's heavyweight.
Bruh. Alright.
It's the sloppiest of fun, you know?
Yeah.
But moving on from some Contender Series talk to some good old fight news and fight announcements. Let's fucking go. The first one broke today. What the fuck happened, Ginger? And Gate. What happened? Explain. You guys have the answers.
I have no answer.
What'd you do to Derek Brunson?
I didn't do shit to Derek Brunson. I just have a theory that like he pulled out of his fight with like more than likely what happened is I feel like it's more than likely something medical. Like he got injured or something happened, and so he pulls out of the delete. They find just tells you I'm retired. Like I can't go.
Yeah, it's like he's 39 years old, so yeah, if it was an injury and just like he's gonna be out for a while, it's like what he's gonna sit out, come back 41, like 40, you know?
No, exactly.
It makes sense, but yeah, just officially removed from the roster today.
Yep.
It's like
UFC even like confirmed it because it was originally like posted by UFC Roster Watch.
Most valuable,
then, like,
most consistent, most reliable.
They actually are fairly like decent. Like sometimes they're wrong, but like for real though, like they later like a reporter did say like, yeah, no, we confirmed with the UFC that like this is an actual release. He's actually released from the organization. So it's like, okay. Like at the moment, that's all we have. They never gave a reason. They never stated. We don't know the reason. I'm gonna, kind of hope for like he either just retired on his own will and just was like in training, just like I can't do this anymore, or just it's an injury. It's one of those two in my head.
It's just a shitty way for it to. It just would have been better if he just retired after his last one. You know what I mean?
It just depends on what because if he like tore his ACL, so it's just like he's not making it to the fight.
No, yeah, for sure. But so yeah, Derek Brunson no longer with the UFC. We'll definitely get some more news about that. See what's going on. But on to the first fight announcement. Motherfucking boys back, Kate.
Yeah.
Bonfim, bro. Ismael Bonfim with a tough test and an old vet against Vince Pichel or Pichel. I forget.
Pichel. I was about to say it's Pichel, not Pichel.
Are you sure it's not Pichel?
I think
it could be Pichel.
Anyway.
I think it could be Pichel. But yeah, he's got some good hands. He's solid on the feet, and he's just like very technically.
No, yeah.
And so it's like, for just I don't know, someone like Bonfim coming off a rough loss against Benoit in his last one, but
and Benoit's looking like he's gonna be force in the 155 with the last fight he had. So
I mean, should be a good fight though. Should be fun on that Sao Paulo card. So let's go. Another incredibly fun fight. T-Rex is back. Chris versus Chris Duncan. Anytime T-Rex is fighting, it's just all out. Someone's going down. You know what I mean? It ain't going 15 minutes. That's
nope.
You can guarantee that.
Right. Yeah, I know. This is gonna be a fun fight while it lasts.
Yeah.
And I don't see it going past. I don't see it going past 5 minutes.
It might see the second round, but it's not seeing the third.
I don't even think it's seeing halfway through the second round.
Halfway through the second?
No,
Or-
I don't even see it going that far. I see like
yeah.
at most like 6.5 minutes of actual fight time.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, that is very fair. But yeah, gonna be a good one. Last little little UFC tidbit.
This is just funny.
Sean Strickland, just the greatest champion in UFC history already. 24 hours later, this dude broke his belt.
That's
Yeah.
some Sean Strickland shit.
Fucking grab some
And
duct tape, fucking.
Then tapes it back together as you're looking at his wall of guns. Like most.
Beautiful.
Oh my god.
Sean Strickland is
Oh
the
my
life
God.
we needed in the 185 division at the championship spot.
Who would have, if you had gone back a year ago and told someone that, I feel like you'd get slapped in the face. Like,
Yeah.
you're lying. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, no one would have ever thought that.
No.
But yeah, and then just, of course, he had to break it. Just like, fuck this shit.
It'd be like that.
And then he just like threw it on the floor. So like he went to go throw it on his bed and just missed it and just hit something like.
I don't even think it missed it. I think he threw it onto the bed. It bounced and just fell onto something.
Who
It's
the fuck
alright.
knows?
As long as you got some duct tape, you're all good.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But yeah, that's it on the UFC side of the MMA news. One little PFL announcement. We got a fight lined up for PFL championship card that they're gonna have. Do you know if there's a date for it yet?
I want to say it was in November, but I don't remember exactly off the top of my head.
Either way, Kayla Harrison is back and she's fighting Julia Budd.
Yeah.
Which it's like, if this was Julia Budd's first fight in the PFL, it'd be a lot better. But with her already like taking some losses, just being up and down, and it's like you just had Kayla sit out for an entire year.
To book this.
Yeah,
Nah, yeah.
that like
Apparently smart.
I just feel so bad for Kayla,
So-
honestly. Like just.
Mhm. Yeah.
I don't know why the PFL doing her like this.
I don't know, and it just
I don't know
sucks
either.
because it's like even with all her negotiations of everything that like happened and her being like, no, I'm gonna stay with PFL because this is where I get paid, and then they do this to her. It's like,
Well, I was saying, I wonder if it's like because she wanted to leave, you know what I mean? And like Bellator offered her like, a contract and then PFL matched it. And so that's why like, she ended up staying there. So it was like just contractually, like she had no choice but to stay with PFL. So I don't know. I just wonder if it's like they're just like, oh, you're, trying to leave, whatever, like, whatever, fuck you. And just, doing this now. But
that's
No,
just
yeah.
stupid. But
Yeah.
yeah.
By the way, the card is November 24th.
nice.
At the moment, based on topologies, like where they have the fight set up,
Mm-hmm.
at the moment, your main event is Clay Collard versus OAM.
Nice.
But I'd say, makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, that'll probably, hopefully, be the best fight. I feel
Yeah,
like it has the best
co-main.
chances of being the best fight.
Mm-hmm. Co-main is
Sadabu
Sadabu and Magomed.
makes sense. 205 after that.
Yep.
You
You want to try and keep going? Go ahead.
Then is it Larissa?
No, let's go.
Nope.
Damn, it's not. Larissa's not after. What? Okay, that's
No, it's
kinda
Pinedo and Gabriel.
That's okay. All right. I mean, then is it Larissa?
And then Pinedo versus Dennis Goldsoff.
That's the pay-per-view portion.
And then no, this whole thing says main card.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how PFL's doing that shit. Who the fuck
And then
knows?
then Larissa Pachenko. And then Kayla Harris.
Well, let's go. But yeah, so that should be a fun card though. PFL doing Kayla dirty, but overall doing some good shit. So let's go.
I was about to say, if that's the actual bout order, doing Larissa dirty.
Yeah,
well.
I mean, she'll have a quick night, let her get out early. You know what I mean? It's all good.
Nah, yeah. It just still like, damn.
Yeah. But moving on to Bellator though, which was where Kayla was trying to go. Bellator 301, November 17th. We got some motherfucking fights announced for that card.
Yup.
Kate's favorite fighter in the whole wide world, motherfucking Patchy Mix, looking to unify the title against Sergio Pettis in the main event.
Not my favorite fighter in
Second
the whole
favorite
wide
in the
world,
whole
but
wide world. I'm sorry.
All right.
There we go. Fabricio number 1.
I was about to say,
What?
Patch Mix.
Charles Oliveira.
Katie's favorite Bellator fighter in the world.
Yes.
For sure.
The only one she knows.
I know plenty.
Name 5.
Sergio, Patchy, Yaroslav, Jason.
Name 5 who are on this card.
Anyway, moving on.
That's gonna be a really fun fight though.
Yes.
I've been waiting for that. That shit's gonna be so goddamn good.
This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, that
Like, it's either like Patchy like unifying to get the undisputed, or it's just Sergio like stacking up his like Bellator little like legacy he's got going on. Because I mean,
yeah.
coming off his win against Patricio and then beating Patchy and like
Being
bro.
Kyoji before that, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
exactly. Like
He's on a
dude's on a
motherfucking-
tear.
Yeah, he's on a run right now of greatness. Like he's doing some great. Like yeah,
Yeah, and Patchy here to ruin that shit.
I feel like Patchy is gonna just yap up, but it's like I don't know. I also really thought that like Patricio was just kind of gonna fuck up Sergio, and it's like
But that's kind of the other thing though. Like you can't really put that onto Patchy just because like Patricio had never made 135 in like before.
yeah,
It's going down from 145. Had already bumped up to 55. Like and
And
it's
Patchy just mad
all,
bigger than
like,
him.
Yeah.
he's got vicious striking. He's always looking for a submission when it comes to grappling. Like he is definitely a finisher, like just at the highest level. So yeah, yeah. I'm gonna favor Patchy going into this, but it will definitely be a great fight. Co-main, Yaroslav Amosov defending that 170 title against Jason Jackson. Yaroslav just probably gonna smash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I cannot wait for PFL to buy Bellator, and then we get to see Yaroslav just run through that 170-pound bracket. Because holy fuck, those are some Yaroslav versus either of the Magomed, Sadabu, Carlos, you know, like those top 4 guys, like all great fights. I would love to see all of them. But yeah, so hopefully he defends that title though. Let's go.
And then with this one, I feel like Bellator was like, fuck it, we need a fight for our last card. Let's get Stotts versus Danny too.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one kind of came out of nowhere.
It did, and it's like it's weird, but I don't mind it. Like I'm down to just see
Run it
fucking
back.
Stotts beat up Danny again and like just them talk more shit to each other. Like
Yeah, I hope it's like that.
Nah.
You think he storms out again if he loses?
like
Yes.
like what the fucking Danny say leading up to that fight? Like
He got sang out the place.
yeah.
Yeah, how are you gonna let your opponent after you lost
And the crowd.
sing you out?
Yo.
Yeah, well,
Everybody.
he's the one who started it, I'm pretty sure, right?
No.
Hey.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Fuck you, Danny.
Fuck you, Danny!
Beautiful. Absolutely love it. But yes, that should be good. Definitely excited for the lead up. That's just gonna be so fun. But then last big one on that, Patricky Pitbull is back fighting motherfucking Shabley for the you said that was the finals for the lightweight Grand Prix?
I
No,
believe so.
semifinals. Right?
It's
Because
semifinals.
yeah, because Usman.
Yes.
Never
I was
mind,
trying to
my
figure
head's
out
on
who
the other
was
side.
like, and who's Usman? Do you know who?
Brent. Premise.
Yeah, Brent Primus.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
more than likely going to be Patricky versus Usman.
Yep. Where it should have been AJ versus Usman. But it is what it is. Hopefully Patricky gets it done because it'll just be a bigger fight. Just a better name for Usman. So let's go.
Yeah. Watch, we say this, it's going to end up being Shabley fucking Brent.
Oh my. That
Nah.
Bellator would be so sad.
They'll definitely be signed to PFL.
Yeah. Oh man, but yeah, that's the last little bit of news that we got for today. I think we've gone long enough on this one. Let's fucking go. Noche UFC, gonna be fun. Can't wait. We'll catch you on the review for it. As always, like and subscribe. Do all the things. Links in the description. Peace.